So the first thing we're going to do for this episode is connect my base up to the Nether system we have started. So I went through the process of getting this set up. I originally linked to the spawn portal, which I obviously don't want to do. So I created a whole pathway down to where the coordinates would match up with my portal like 100%. And of course it's a crimson forest. I'm sure nothing bad will happen with me punching this hoggle. Nothing bad at all. This isn't a terrible idea. Excuse me. Oh, right, I'm not wearing gold. This is a mess. Oh goodness. Okay, one hit. Oh, I finally got rid of you. Now hopefully I can finally finish showing off how this works. Goodness. And we arrive right back at spawn. Alright, let's head back to the base. Oh, and it looks like one of my kitties decided to come along for the ride. This is gonna be a dangerous journey, kitty. Come along. Come along. Let's go. And down the stairs. I am actually thoroughly impressed that the cat has made it this far with me. These Minecraft mobs have a mind of their own. Alright, I'm back in the chill rooms. So, the main thing that I wish to work on today is getting an enchantment setup started. And one of the things I need is leather. So, I have actually set up a resource pack. Not a resource pack, a behavior pack. For Bedrock Edition, so that I'm able to put rotten flesh into a furnace and cook it down into leather. And that involves getting a lot of rotten flesh. So, back to my notebook here. Going to check out the zombie spawner. And better bring a fishing rod along with me for food. For when this inevitably goes awful. Ah, that looks familiar. Now, where did I park my boat last time? I think it was over here. Make sure there's no patrols coming. Yep, this was my spot. Perfect. So now, for taking care of this spawner, I'm going to be very lazy, because there's this giant cavern underneath it. I'm going to use wool, because that's just easier, and it's a very obvious block so no one mines into it at any point. And I'm just going to fill this in the size that it generated in. Just make my life easier. Those few blocks of extra space aren't going to cause a huge decrease for me, for the reason that I need the rotten flesh, which is leather. It's good for experience too. You'll see how I get that set up in a little bit. And after a lot of digging, decoration, and moving stuff around, doors to the outside into the cave, and then I have a furnace set up, a bed and basic stuff. While I'm here, I'm going to leave these here. Yeah, and just filled in the box. Then I'm going to have a water stream come out. And then I'm going to punch and set on fire the zombies at the end here. So first test requires water first, and a lot of speed and care, so I don't end up swarmed by zombies in what's supposed to be my safe area. I am going to make improvements to this as I go along. And I forgot to put a sign in that spot. Let's get that placed down. And then underneath there is going to be a hopper, and then campfire. Move the torch, run, place campfire, place a block, place a slab for the baby zombies. And now if I punch them once, it does end up giving me experience from the fireplace. But I had to redesign the entire thing because the campfire was adding too much light, so I had to loop the water stream around. Yeah, so now I punch, the fire takes care of the rest of it, and then I get the experience orbs. Dink, dink, dink. I'm going to switch this out for a soul campfire at some point so it moves a bit quicker. And I had to put an extra block here, because they can get you through the diagonal. Alright, and with that all set up, I got a warp point set up. I think this is the first time I'm showing you our little warp system I have. This just warped me right into the middle of our little structure here. I need to find a place for a specific building that will indicate for the zombie spawner. So I'm thinking right over here is probably the best spot. I like using these natural shapes in the ground. And final result, it's a very open air design, but also safe. Honestly, I'm kind of digging it. Super basic, but it works. And now there's a warp point back. Then we load in. And now the button will bring you right in front of the statue. So now we have easy access. And then of course the next thing I need is sugarcane. So I set up this very basic automatic sugarcane and bamboo farm. I may end up switching the bamboo out for more sugarcane just to speed things up for now. But it's nice to have them. And they ungracefully go into the chest that has my dirt in at the moment. I'll have to redesign this. But for now, I hope you're doing well. Stay radiant. Bye.